Welcome back to a Partner Pulse interview series. We're still here at LifeRay SKO 2025 in beautiful Athens, and I'm joined by Adib Ibrahim. Hello, Adib. Adib, you're Managing Director of LifeRay partner Protiviti. Welcome, and thanks for taking the time to talk to us. Adib, let's please start with you introducing Protiviti to us. What's the company's history? What's its history with LifeRay?
Thank you for having us. It's an honor to be here with the SKO. This is my first, although this is our second partnership. I mean, second year at SKO. Protiviti is a global consulting firm. We've offices in about 30 countries across the world. We do a lot of work in the areas of business transformation, technology transformation, and digital transformation, apart from risk, audit, and compliance. LifeRay has been a very interesting journey for us. We started the partnership 2 years back in the Middle East, and it's going great so far. Maybe more on that I can talk about.
It's a good segue, because my second question would be, it's been 2 years. What's your highlight in terms of projects and success stories in those 2 years?
So we have, we have quite a number of projects with LifeRay in the Middle East. But one thing that I'm really proud of having accomplished this with LifeRay is for a sports and entertainment company in the Middle East. We helped them in their digital experience transformation journey. We've moved them from an existing legacy platform into LifeRay, and the event was also a resounding success for them. No glitches, so that's absolutely.
When you accompany customers on those digital transformation journeys, what are common mistakes or even misconceptions sometimes? We've had with other interview partners this notion of digital transformation not being something that's finished at one point. It's an ongoing thing. But for companies embarking on a digital transformation journey, what are your recommendations? What should they watch out for?
Yeah. And this is lessons learned over the last 4 or 5 years as well. It's very difficult to, we always try to imagine an end state for digital transformation. What does 3 years look like? Technology and the trends change so fast that it is impossible to hook yourself on an end state. So it is important to have an end state vision, but don't be too hung up on the end state and let the journey kind of define. And maybe there are trends that you need to embrace along the way. And we can talk about some of the new ones that are coming in the last 18 months itself, which has to be embraced in your digital experience platform journey. The second is getting the wider stakeholders involved and actively engaged as well. So it's not usually just a technology or an IT problem. Active involvement from marketing, sales, commercials, finance in the organization is important for the success of this program.
Mm-hmm. You called it a digital experience transformation journey. Would you say digital experience platforms are more relevant than ever, especially in those digital transformation journeys?
Yeah. So if you look at an average person, we on an hourly basis, we would be interacting with at least 3 or 4 devices, whether it is mobile, laptops, wearables, and things like that. The only thing that is consistent then is how can we give a unique and harmonized experience across all of these platforms. And the way to do this in a nutshell is digital experience platforms.
What industries are you focusing on in the regions and the markets you're working in?
So, all the usual suspects from an industry perspective are there. You have anyone who is heavily into retail and a large customer base. So whether it is the fashion industry, the real estate industry, the financial services industry, and things like that. But in the Middle East, we also have significant presence of adoption of digital in the public sector. There is a significant push to improving the digital government maturity indexes in each of the government, and DXP is a very central component to providing that experience. So public sector in general is a significant spender in the in the digital transformation agenda.
So I would think that the public sector will also be looking ahead to this year and the coming years. One of your strategic goals to really get a foothold there?
Absolutely.
You already have one.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think it's only going to increase, and we are already seeing interesting requirements, and we are actually seeing some of the public sector entities are leading the way compared to the private sector in the Middle East in terms of adoption, in terms of new ideas that they are asking us to implement. Very excited.
Okay, cool. Adib, thanks for taking the time. We're wishing you all the success for your company as a LifeRay partner in the coming future, and we'll get in one of your colleagues now and to go a little bit into tech and some more trends. Thanks for being here and for taking the time.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
We're back here with Saranga from Protiviti. Thanks for being here, Saranga. You're director at Protiviti. Thanks for taking the time. We'll focus a bit on some technical aspects of the digital transformation journey. But first, from your experience, what does digital transformation look like for customers you've worked with, especially with regard to the value that DXPs provide?
So we have been working with a diverse set of clients across this region, both in government and enterprises. And while driving their transformation journeys, we have seen two common set of problems that we have been solving for them. First one is these clients, they've been using different set of technology stacks, which is creating a very fragmented experience for their clients across different channels. At the same time, the cost of ownership is also high because there are siloed teams working on all these technology stacks, which creates it's very challenging for them to kind of evolve with the changes in the market. So we are helping them with standardizing the core technology layer and also revamping the overall experience layer to make it more consistent and uniform across all channels. So that is the first one. The second one is we are also helping the clients build more digital assets and also services which will help them monetize and create additional revenue streams for them.
Okay. Monetizing and traditional revenue streams. What role in your project, what role is there for AI or for trends like low code? Have you had projects where you implemented AI features, low code features?
Yes, absolutely. So I'll talk about two specific projects. The first one is for a large telco organization in the Middle East who went through a business model transformation. So they wanted to set up a marketplace to sell their products and services directly to their customers. At the same time, also create a self-service portal for their customers to manage invoicing and day-to-day operations. So there we have so what we did is we brought in LifeRay. LifeRay is already, it's not just a CMS, it's a DXP with commerce and analytics capabilities. So what we did is we used the commerce capabilities to ensure faster time to market to make sure that we have an MVP launched quickly so that there is quick time to value. At the same time, once we launched the MVP, we helped them with the roadmap where there are a lot of customizations and there are very specific requirements to the industry which require a set of customizations, and that's where the flexibility of low code comes in. So we had the advantage of time to market with the core features of commerce, DXP analytics. On top of that, using low code, we built all these customized features to make sure that it is personalized to their specific industries and customer bases. So one more example I'll talk about is there's a client in the sports and entertainment industry. They organize Formula One events. So there, again, we use AI, Gen AI, integrated with LifeRay DXP to do two main things. One is to, first of all, in the upstream of the value chain, when we basically create awareness about the event and the market. So using Gen AI, we used to create personalized content, all these automated contents that will be reach out to different customers based on their preference and needs. And then during the event, providing recommended services and products more from a personalized recommendation service is where AI played a major role. Right.
AI, low code are probably some of the biggest buzzwords right now. If you look into the future, maybe next 5-10 years, what do you see as something that could be the next big thing or a potential game changer?
So AI and low code are definitely kind of enablers and they're going to stay. But one important thing that I see kind of evolving in the market is creating more like hyper-personalized experiences for users across devices, powered by AI and low code. So what will happen is we are not just talking about mobile, we are not just talking about websites. We are talking about any like handheld device or any other device that users are going to interact with. So it's very important for us to provide a connected and consistent user experience across all these devices so that if I switch from one device to another, there is no kind of change of sort of experience. The experience remains consistent and harmonized. So I think yes. So tailored and the consistent kind of user experience, which is omni-channel, is good.
And headless CMS is one big aspect of it.
Absolutely. So headless CMS is one of the kind of key enablers here, where you create a centralized repository of content and you deliver or render this content across different channels with a consistent experience. Yes.
Saranga, thank you so much for your insights. It's been a pleasure, and thanks for talking to us.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here. Thank you.